Yo, what's good? This your boy Derek Brett here of SportsView360.com. Covering New Orleans Saints here. I got another training camp update. Today I just want to dive into how new head coach Kellen Moore's philosophy, his culture, has taken hold within the Saints organization, within the Saints football team. And it's kind of, I think it's impressive to see, you have guys like Devon Gacho, speak highly of how things are going in training camp and, talk about how this is the best training camp that he's ever been a part of. And that's coming from a guy that's played under Bill Belichick. It's coming from a guy that had a few years with Tom Brady. So for him to say that, and this is Kellen Moore's first year as a head coach, is impressive. It's very impressive. And they also, the things I like, the measures they're taking with the physical fitness, rest periods, team bonding. When they take the days off, they go bowling, things like that. So there's a lot of bonding activities going on right now. And this is all about establishing the culture, and I think that's very important for a head coach, a first-year head coach, taking over, a team in the first year, or a head coach that's coaching for the first time, because it can set you up for the future. And that's if you decide to coach one other team. That's how people will know what your culture is like. And Kellen Moore has established that. And yesterday, from what I've read, that was one of the best training camp the Saints had, performance-wise, so far for this upcoming season. Spencer Rattler had another good camp. The rookie Calvin Banks looks like to be a lock at the tackle position, like a really good pickup for the Saints. A good draft pick might be a guy that you have for the next 12 to 15 years. I hope that's the case. We hope that he is that guy. And from what I'm reading, is that he looks really good. In regards to Tyler Shough, the rookie QB, second round pick out of Louisville, I'm hearing that it ain't looking good for him right now. They struggling big time. I think yesterday he threw 2 picks. It is what it is, man. I know a lot of people out there are kind of frustrated. I'm hearing that talk about Shough being a wasted pick. No, he's not a wasted pick, man. Look, even if they go with Spencer Rattler, that does not mean Shough is out of the woods. This does not mean that it's over for Tyler Shough long term, because maybe they go with Rattler in the beginning and the Saints are bad. They go with Shough later on through the middle portion of the season, and he may be ready by then. And if he is not ready, if he's not good by then, if he's not showing any type of promise, any type of hope, then maybe the Saints will be going back to the drawing board next upcoming draft to find a quarterback at a high pick. So that's just what it is right now. But I don't think he's a wasted pick now. Right now, at this juncture, Tyler Shough is not a wasted pick. He's just not, to me. Now, yes, I do believe that the Saints should have went after a wide receiver. I do, during that draft. But I still see a benefit to having Shough right now, because he could be the backup. He may be the backup. This might be his ceiling. He's 26 years, but we'll be turning 26 soon. It's just what it is with him. That's the circumstances he was dealt. Injuries in college. He's a rookie. And not everybody is going to be Stroud, Russell Wilson, Dak Prescott, a few others that have had good rookie seasons. Andrew Luck. Not all quarterbacks are equal, especially in their rookie seasons, man. A lot of them just don't hit the ground running like that, man. Those guys that I mentioned are outliers. And Dak Prescott, the Cowboys won 13 games his rookie season. But look at the advantages that had around him. Massive offensive line. Ezekiel Elliott, rookie year, in his prime. Not even in his prime yet. A rookie season. He had Dez Bryant. Then you had Jason Witten. So you had a strong veteran in the locker room. Not everybody's going to have that situation. And for Tyler Shough, he doesn't right now. Maybe later on. But as for Spencer Rattler, he is performing like a quarterback that has had some experience in the NFL, even though it was just 6 games. Those six games are paying huge dividends for him. That's just what it is right now. And plus, if you look at the history of Spencer Rattler, coming out of high school, going to Oklahoma, he was being touted as the future number one pick in the draft. He was 5-star recruit coming out of high school. They thought he was going to be that next guy until his career got derailed at Oklahoma. Then Caleb Williams came on, and y'all know what happened after that. He transferred to South Carolina. So he's motivated, man. Motivated to, prove the doubters wrong. He has the upside. He has the upside to being a really good quarterback. He even shows it in the flashes last year during the regular season. He showed some of it, despite the circumstances he was dealt. 2 of your best wide receivers out, offensive line jacked up. He showed it. So I'm not really caught off guard by Spencer Rattler's growth. I'm not. And to me, I know a lot of people saying that it's going to be Tyler Shough regardless, just because that's the guy Kellen Moore drafted. I don't see it that way. I know that. I'm pretty sure that Kellen Moore's ego will not be, damaged if the guy that Dennis Allen drafted last year comes into this year and outperforms the guy that he took is in Tyler Shough. The guy that I'm talking about, the Dennis Allen draft, I'm talking about Spencer Rattler, 5th round pick. That's just what it is. Right now he's the better option. And if Mickey Loomis and the rest of that front office feel as though Shough gives them the better chance, a puncher's chance to win the NFC South, they're gonna roll with him. They just are. So right now, man, I'm not trying to get all bent out of shape on what's going on in training camp in regards to the QBs. I'm just not. It still has to translate onto an actual game, on the actual football field. It still has to translate into production in preseason games. It still has to translate. And on to the regular season. I know Mason Tipton is having a great camp. Right now, he's the camp beast, but it has to translate onto the field. To an NFL game, Because last year, where was Mason Tipton after having a really good camp? Where was he? Where was he when both of the Saints' top wide receivers went out. MIA. So I'm not really getting all caught up into like what's been going on at training camp, man. I just take it for what it is. You know, take everything with a grain of salt. But it's good to know that Kellen Moore is establishing his